Forde, can I just start by asking about the man next to you? Because 3 weeks ago he hadn't played a game for this club. Tonight he comes out against the best backcourt defensively in the league and puts up 20 points and 9 assists. It's an incredible performance.
The reality is we would have had him in earlier in the season. At practice, we had a real unfortunate injuries, right? So him and Keanu just in a rebounding contest collide, and it ruled you out for like 2 months.
2, yeah.
So the reality is we would have had Ben in the lineup as an injury replacement player early on. And again, as you know, with all the injuries we've had, with all the injuries we had, we would have seen Ben out on the floor earlier, but it was great. I'm happy for him that he was able to get the opportunity in front of his family out there in his hometown, and his hometown was booing him, and he loves it. So, I'm just stoked for the opportunity that Ben's been given, and he's playing himself into a job.
Ben, I know it's difficult to talk about after a loss, but I mean, are you picturing yourself right now the fact that you're getting this chance, you're back in your hometown, you're playing up against guys like Daly and Chris Goulding and Shea Ely and Udai Butler, and you're playing well in your hometown and you're getting under the skin of Chris Goulding? I mean, what's your feeling like right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a great feeling, but at the same time, I've had this belief in myself for a long time. I felt like I could compete at this level for the last few years. It's just now that I'm getting an opportunity, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, obviously it's great going against these guys. I probably get up for these. Oh, I don't get up for these games anymore. I get up for every game. But yeah, playing against Daly and Goulding and those caliber of guys is obviously probably a little bit extra locked in. But yeah, man, I'm just playing, just hooping. Love to play basketball, so just going out there and doing that, not really thinking too much.
If you ruffle Chris's feathers a little bit, it means you must be doing something right. Was that a little bit of fun between the two of you in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit. I just like to do that. That's my play style. I'm just passionate. I don't really care who's in front of me. Obviously, I got a lot of respect for those guys and obviously Goulding, but yeah, I'm just trying to play. It's part of my job, getting under those guys' skin. So it's just what I did.
How hopeful or confident are you now that, given the way you're finishing the season, you'll be able to find a full contract somewhere? Hopefully in Cairns, but it might be somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously that's the goal, but still got 2 games left. So just for me, this is like a mini 8-game season, these last 8 games. So just trying to stay locked in for these next 2. Whatever happens in the off season, we'll see. But obviously love playing here, love being at Cairns. So we'll see.
Forde, aside from Ben, can I just get your thoughts on the rest of the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a game of swings and momentums, and like the amount of space we gave Chris. I mean, and when I talk about space, when you're talking about 98% of the league, you don't want to give him too much space, but a hand in the face is still too much space for Chris. And there was a couple of times I think he left a couple of shots. We were lucky that didn't drop. So again, issues in the third quarter. It's hard with momentum, and then we change up the lineup a little bit, and it shifts gears, not in our favour. And again, it was unfortunate we couldn't get him on the court. He, with the flight to Perth and playing in Perth and the flight here to Melbourne, his knee just blew up a little bit, which is something we've been managing all season. So he couldn't get through pre-game, which was unfortunate. So it's tough when our depth is tested with the injuries and the current injuries that we have. I mean, again, Keanu, hats off to him that he's leaving it all out there, but he's not at his best because he's not 100%. So we go on a swing, they go on a run, we go on a run, they go on a better run, and we can't sustain it. And and Taj fouls out. And that's pretty much the result.
It was tough because both Keanu and Taj were in foul trouble on top of the challenging personnel issues you already had. I mean, in some ways, are you proud of the way the guys are fighting, despite everything that's been thrown in your way?
We can be better. There's a couple of times where, we're still, unfortunately, you get caught up in the moment. and you want to drop your head, and it's just constantly reminding to stay upbeat, and how do we want to conduct ourselves and carry ourselves? Do we want this to be a 30-point blowout again, or do we want to put some fight in the game and just go out there and hoop? And again, I'm thankful for Ben going out there playing the way he did, because he led with his energy and enthusiasm, and guys followed suit. So that's a yes and no type answer, I guess.
And now in 3 nights' time, you play a Sydney team that there's a lot of storylines to that game. They're your former team, but they come into Cairns with a lot of reasons needing to win and looking to bounce back from a loss, and they need to keep winning if they want to stay in that second spot. I mean, it's another big test. Definitely, yeah, and we've got a quick turnaround with that, so we'll rest up some bodies and try and get some guys fit and strap them up and put them on the floor, and I think we need to do a better job with some of the performances we put on our home floor. I think there's been games where we've really let the crowd down. So, if anything, we want to sort of redeem ourselves to the fan base more than anybody. I'm sure you're looking forward to that challenge now on Thursday too, Ben.
Yeah. I look forward to every game, to be honest. Just want to get back out there and hoop. So, yeah.
Thank you, guys. That's it from me.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Anybody else got some questions? We're all good. Thanks, Jen.
Thanks. Thank you.